to Radio Cumbria Sport on this Saturday evening here in Surrey. Barrow looking to try and open that lead back to 7 points after being pegged back this afternoon by Harrogate. They have the ball now on this right-hand side. Josh Kay taking it forward, checks inside, plays a nice little ball into the box for John Rooney. Rooney pulls it back towards Dior Angus, who attacks it. Can't get it on target though. Shouts there. A few appeals from Barrow there, but Jason Taylor gets it out to Sam Hurd, back out to Josh Kay on this right-hand side. Kay gets it under control in the end, and now he'll have a run here, Josh Kay. Gets towards the corner of the penalty area, still goes with it. Rolls the ball into the box, Scott Quigley dummies it onto John Rooney. Back forward towards Scott Quigley, a little chip in the end. Has it taken a deflection? Referee looking at linesman looking at referee, and in the end he's pointed and given a goal kick.
Well, you're dead right. I don't think either one of those officials knew what the right decision was, and in the end they both guessed. But I think you're dead right. What's happened there, Adam?
Still 0-0 as Rooney sends it into the box, a quick pace ball. Dior Angus gets there, good save. Zanev gets down well, they turn it behind for a Barrow corner.
Yeah, I've got to say it was wonderful free kick, really.
You can see here from another one here now from this set piece for Barrow from the corner. John Rooney to take it over on that right hand side. Whips the ball into the box. Wind doesn't quite hold up for Matt Platt to get there. Bougiel can send it clear. Brough gets it back out to Rooney, whips it right into the box. Dior Angus attacks it, and this time no, the flag goes up, it won't count. Dior Angus had run to celebrate. I'm not too sure Angus knows that it's been disallowed. Eventually, I think a supporter has just told him the flag's up, it's been disallowed, and it's still 0-0.
That was a shame, because it was a delicious ball into the mix, as I always say, and you know, he's got to cross in well there, Angus, and he must have just strayed offside. I don't think there's too much argument from the Barrow players, but it was a terrific opportunity, and well, real shame for me, Adam, that real shame.
Tom White gets it back to Dan Jones, now back again with Tom White. Dan Jones just takes a touch, drills it forward for Quigley. Quigley flicks it on well onto Dior Angus. Now Scott Quigley will continue his run, and Dior Angus finds him into the penalty area. Scott Quigley rolls it underneath Nick Zanev into the back of the net. This time the flag stays down. This time he runs to celebrate with the Barrow supporters behind the goal. And Scott Quigley, with another goal to his name, the National League's leading scorer, gets his 19th of the season to make it Sutton 0, Barrow 1.
You've got to say, what a sublime finish that was. I mean, really took it calmly. Once he got broke away there, he could have quite easily snatched at that, Adam, and he didn't. He made sure he was going to get good purchase, rolled it, well, in a way I won't say he rolled it, but he placed it in. But great link-up play with boy Angus and Quigley. Terrific, absolutely terrific. And as I said, they thoroughly deserve that for me. I think the opening spell has been, that goal's been coming. I wouldn't say they've bossed it, as I said, but they've been in control. That was a terrific goal, and well worked, thoroughly deserved.
Quigley and Angus linking together well. And 28 minutes in here at Gander Green Lane, it's the breakthrough for the National League leaders. They lead by 1-0. So Scott Quigley, 19 goals to his name in the National League, the leading goal scorer. Tom White back to Dan Jones. Scott Quigley, the goal scorer, brings it down, plays it into Dior Angus. Angus, look at the space for Josh Kay. He's found him. Josh Kay inside the box takes a shot, which he's deflected. Behind it goes for a Barrow corner. And it has to be said, I mean, full credit to Sutton. When we go back to that game in November when Barrow won 1-0 at Holker Street, Sutton dropped to 23rd in the National League that day, and they'd only had 3 wins to the name. Now they sit comfortably in mid-table. They've got a chance here. Good goalkeeping by Joel Dixon, straight off his line. Makes the challenge. Barrow get it away. Platt, Brough inside to Dior Angus. Nice touch on the halfway line from the Barrow forward. Dan Jones will just lift it into the Sutton half. Brough beaten to it, but it lands back down at the feet of Patrick Brough. Sutton can only clear it forward when it's picked up by Sam Hurd. Hurd, nice ball out to the right hand side for Josh Kay, who just clutches it out of the air brilliantly with his right foot. Brings it into the middle for John Rooney. Now Josh Kay again. Kay moves across this left hand side. Good footwork. Finds Patrick Brough. Brough whips it into the area, whips it low. It's attacked to the back post. It's Scott Quigley again. Runs towards the Barrow supporters. A brilliant ball by Patrick Brough. Picked up excellently by Scott Quigley at the back post to get his 20th goal of the season in the National League, and just before half-time makes it Barrow 2, Sutton 0.
Well, Barrow 2, Sutton 0. What a goal from Quigley. But let's go back to the start. I mean, Josh Kay was brilliant. You called it right, Adam. Wonderful feet, great feet, quick feet, inside, outside, right foot, left foot. Went across the centre of the park, buff out here. I just love seeing it. I love seeing a wing back there, putting it, what I call, in and around the second 6-yard box. I know it sounds crazy, but it's one where the keeper can't come. And Quigley, for me, I wouldn't say gamble, but he just anticipated. Fantastic. And it's probably what they deserve. It's a great goal. It's a real good team goal for me.
I know that Barrow chairman Paul Hornby is listening in. He texted me this morning, said that he was going to be listening in the delivery suite at Furness General Hospital. Of course, his wife Bev and himself expecting the birth of the second baby, Hornby, at some point, hopefully today. Fingers crossed for that. He did make a joke to me earlier on. He said that Quigley Hornby would be a rather apt name. I think that's nailed on now.
Well, I think it's definitely nailed on. I mean, it's got a great ring about it, that, hasn't it? Quigley Hornby, yeah, I'll have some of that.
Forward it goes from Joel Dixon onto the halfway line, headed away by Rob Milsom. We're into the 3rd minute of the added on time now, so just a matter of seconds left for Barrow to hold on in this first half to that 2-goal lead. Adjaboy inside to Milsom. Milsom flicks it across. Wyatt gets away from Josh Kay. Stood in a central position on the halfway line, gets away from Rooney, carrying it forward into the box. Nice turn, brilliant turn, and Sutton have got themselves a goal back into the game. Barrow falling asleep at the back. Has to be said, it was well taken. Great ball forward by Ben Wyatt, the left back, rolled into the box. It's Harry Beautyman, the captain, who turned magnificently on the edge of the box to slot it in. And Barrow falling asleep just before half-time. It is now Sutton 1, Barrow 2.
Well, as I said, I think, for me, I was waiting for the referee to blow, and because they had possession of the football, I think he let it go for a moment, and he will blow shortly, surely. But it was a sloppy goal to give away. It was a really sloppy goal. There it is. It's half-time whistle. That's just give him a bit of just give him a little bit of a boost, doesn't it? Sorry, Adam. Just give him a little bit of a boost, and it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be the case.
Flip back into the middle now for Sutton. Milsom back to Louis John. Now Ben Wyatt holds it up on that left-hand side, then sends it forward, looking for Will Randall. Great touch from Will Randall, brings it down under control, and Barrow on the back foot now as Will Randall gets right to the edge of the area, pulls the ball across, whips right across the edge of the box. Shot comes in from Olev off the post. Barrow survive. Now John Rooney will bring it away. A huge let off for Barrow. Olive in the end holds on to it. Now he does roll it overarm out to Barden on that right hand side. On to Adjaboy. Adjaboy again, he's going to fancy himself having a run here at Dan Jones. Still going, Adjaboy gets the better of Dan Jones, whips it across, Olev with a header. Can't get it on target, out of play it goes. John Rooney, nice ball to Tom White. Barrow now push forward. White out to Josh Kay on this right hand side. Kay delivers it into the box, too far. Still not away though. Chip back in towards goal, over the bar it goes. I think it was John Rooney who chipped it back in. And over the corner then. John Rooney the man to take it. Whips the corner in towards a near post, bobbling about everywhere inside the penalty area, but it's the yellow shirts of Sutton who managed to run the ball away. Omar Bugil lifts it, looking for the run of Oleaf. Barrow with some serious defending to do, and Oleaf's got the better there of Patrick Brough inside the penalty box, goes to ground, surely a penalty. It's a penalty, and Barrow could be in some danger here of Jason Taylor.
Yeah, as I said, it was you've got to say whether he's going to go in the book here from the referee. Hopefully he doesn't go off. I think he had a couple of men, but we've said the Sutton player, that right-sided player, he has got some pace. And well, Dan Jones was, well, I wouldn't say treading water, and he's no slouch, Dan Jones, no slouch at all, but definite penalty for me, Adam.
From the penalty spot. Goes to silence, referee blows, Beautyman steps up, Dixon goes down but can't get there. Beautyman puts it in the bottom corner, and Sutton have turned it around from 2-1 down at the break. They now have pulled it level here in the second half. And 20 and a half minutes into the second half, it is Sutton 2, Barrow 2.
Yeah, you've got to say though, Adam, you know, we've got to call it fair. You know, they've started the second half, you know, far brighter, far better. And, well, it's all to do again. You know, they've got to go again here, Barrow, because it was a decent break. And for me, it was a definite pen. I don't think the referee had any qualms over that. I don't think there was any arguments at all. And as I say, it's even Stevens now. It's going to be an interesting, final 20 minutes or so here.
An opportunity Barrow need to get right back on it here. Miller's back underway, 2-2 the scoreline here.
Hey ho, we've got about 15 to go. Just see if they can fashion one or two opportunities.
Looks like Jamie Soul is about to be introduced. The ball's chipped into the penalty area. Scott Quigley tries to roll it. He was off balance there. Couldn't get a full enough foot onto the ball. And in the end, I think the relief for Nick Zanev there, because when he saw Quigley bearing down on him, he must have been expecting that ball to be beating him.
Well, I think it was, and I think Quigley himself, it just didn't come down, did it, for him? And as I said, it was an opportunity.
Connor Brown holds it up now for Barrow, plays it inside to Dan Jones. Jones lifts it forward, looking for Jamie Soul inside the penalty box. Jamie Soul gets it for Barrow, holds it up, back to John Rooney. Rooney takes the shot taken well by Nick Zanev in the goal for Sutton.
Yeah, he took that well.
Corner to be taken here on this Sutton left-hand side. Akira plays inside the box, whipped in towards the back post. Header comes in on goal, Joel Dixon. What a fantastic save from Joel Dixon. Backpedaling, had to get two hands onto it in the end to turn it over the bar for a corner.
I think you just called it right, Adam. When you say a great save, it's his footwork that made it, because it was one of those headers that headed down into the turf. And he could have quite easily just nestled in, and Joel Dixon's done exceptionally well to push that over the bar.
Gone out of play for a Barrow throw, which Scott Quigley takes quickly. Jamie Soul, brilliant footwork from the man on loan from West Brom. Gets it out to Scott Quigley. Quigley steps inside the penalty area, pulls the ball back. Defended very well there by Sutton, and a play it goes. Going to be taken here by Joel Dixon, the free kick. Sends it forward, referee puts the whistle to his lips, brings an end to the game. Has to be said, an entertaining game in front of the nation's viewing public. But Barrow, on one hand, it's going to be a case of 2 points dropped, but on another hand, you've got to say, with the second half performance from the home side, it is very much a point game for the Bluebirds.
Without doubt. Look, this, you know, when you analyse that and you're seeing the players shake hands down at the end of it, I've got to say I think it was a fair result. I think it was a fair result. I mean, you've got to say Barrow was terrific in the first half and scored two wonderful goals, but then they just switched off. You know, I know that's what Ian Evatt will be saying. That was all about that first goal that Sutton got right on half-time, because it changed the course of the game. There's no doubt about it. Goals do change games, we know that. But it just gives Sutton a real sort of lift. You could feel that. Second half, you've got to say, they come out, Adam. They took the game to Barrow. They got the penalty, and yes, they deserved to get the equaliser. But at the end of it, you know, Barrow will take that. They're going over to their fans now and clapping them and applauding them. Yeah, they go back on the bus. They go back. They're still top of the league. You know, as I said, they're coming down to games now. They're coming, you know, last sort of dozen or so games at the end of it now. And no, it's going to be tough. Every game's going to be a challenge. And they've gone back with a point, but it was a point perhaps they deserved, but it should have been 3 for me.
Well, massive thanks to Mick Payne for joining me this evening here at Gander Green Lane. Barrow supporters, if you have been listening in this evening, why not get in touch with us at BBC Cumbria Sport on Twitter. We'd certainly love to hear from you after tonight's game. Stay tuned to the live stream here on the BBC website. We will have the full reaction from the Bluebirds boss, Ian Evatt. Barrow have gone 5 points clear now at the top of the National League with 11 games left to play. Next week, Dagenham and Redbridge are the visitors to Holker Street. You can hear full coverage of that on BBC Radio Cumbria Sport on AM and online next Saturday. Former Bluebird winger Matt Henney will be alongside me for commentary of that game at Holker Street. But it's finished here on a bitterly cold and windy night here in Surrey. Sutton 2, Barrow 2.